Is there any major issues? Hello. Hey guys, WheatyWaffle here today for the next part in our City Skylines Let's Play. In the last part, we mapped out this kind of new central business district, downtown type area, and today I want to start filling it in. So I did go through and download some custom buildings from the workshop. None of these are Rico. I haven't been using Rico in this build, so all of these are just going to function as parks or as unique buildings. So what really all they're going to do is make this area super desirable in terms of land value. Oh, that's fun. WP Bank. So I'm just going to lay out some buildings. I mean, that's kind of what we're doing today. So let's go through. I've just been kind of scrolling to see what we have. Now we can, I am fine using some of the in-game buildings for sure. But I wanted to get a nice collection here of different things and just kind of see what we end up with. So I'm thinking that, I want to have a nice looking skyline. This is nice and flat. Would it look better this way? No, I feel like that would block too much. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm kind of going to lay out buildings in this downtown area, and then we will zone a lot of this. But I just figured this to be a nice, relaxing, easy thing to do. How much is this? 153 a week. How much is this one? That one's way more. Yeah, that is what I'm noticing, is a lot of these buildings are actually kind of cheap. At least the ones I downloaded from the gallery, which is cool. Well, that's pretty too. Okay, so we have this. Any in here? There's this one. I don't construct the harbor Rockstar building. Yeah, we'll get there. All these ones that require additional stuff, I'm not messing with, at least right now. Oh, here we go. So what I was thinking especially is that we would have a few of these like real tall guys. All right, let's see what we've got. We've got another small one. This one has a fun corner piece, which I really like. What does that look like? Oh, that's nice. Let's put, so what I'm thinking, here's what I'm going to do, kind of what I've decided. We're going to just throw a bunch down and we'll adjust the skyline as we need to. I do want to try to leave some space for paths and things like that, just to make it a little bit easier to navigate. And I also wouldn't mind doing, maybe if we took this road, maybe just took it out. And then could we build along this? Okay, here's what I think we do. I think we move this guy. I love this building. Oh yeah, I love that building. Okey-doke. And look at the difference here. For those who don't actually play City Skylines, like the difference in height between, let's just loop around, between like the highest level tall buildings over here and then like these buildings is just totally insane. Okay, so we've got a little bit there. What is this one? Oh yeah, this one is wild. So this one has like two. I would love for this to kind of have its own little home. It looks so groovy. What if this actually went this way? Yeah, I like that better. I don't like this one. Maybe you can come over here? Ooh, wait. Here we go. So it's kind of facing onto the road. Oh, that's neat. I like that. Okay, what else do we got? The one nice thing about all of these is that they will bring in some people to come and like view these crazy structures. Now to go with these, we could put in some of the in-game options too. So let's also look at that. These have a much smaller area of effect, but I do think it'll be nice to have some of those as well. I think we need something here. I'm wondering if what goes here is a little bit, different than a high-rise. I would love to put, where's the glass pyramid? I don't know if it's gonna fit. Here we go. Oh, it does fit. How cool would that be? About 2 on each side. And then we make all of this, I think, in here concrete. All right, we need one more. I need one more good size building. And I would like, what is this, the convention center? That's the science center? Yeah, I would like one of these kind of buildings in here too. I'm hoping that this doesn't like completely tank our weekly cash, but then again, we are making decent money, so I'm not actually that worried, I can say, I guess. I haven't unlocked these ones. I would love to unlock some of these other ones. How does that look? So this is just going to be part of it. So we have, I like the way that's looking so far. We have those, and then what we're also going to do is we're going to, I think this could go because it's nothing's on there. We're also going to add in some IT buildings, and the IT buildings are quite large. I'd love to build, where's the other one of those triangle ones? Yeah, I'd kind of love those to be next to each other. Like, that's neat. There's like a passageway in between. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I think we've got one really tall one. I don't love you. So what if instead, can we... That's not a problem. I don't mind that. Get a nice like view of the water. Okay, that kind of makes sense to me. And maybe this scoots a bit closer. It's too close. I think we give it 3, because then we can put a nice path around, connect all of this up with the path. What was the one oh yeah, I just threw this guy over here. Okay. I think this maybe comes down, helps descend the skyline a bit. Or better yet, this one's not that bad for here. Maybe it goes against that edge. I realize I'm just like moving things and then putting them right back where I got them. It's just going to cost me tons of cash, but that's okay. Let's check for maybe 1 or 2 more in-game large buildings. I would prefer some height. We could... it doesn't fit there. It doesn't actually fit really anywhere here. I mean, I guess we could ditch kind of this bit. Whoop. And place this in here. Is this in the middle by chance? Ooh. Okay, that's not bad. Got a... what building is that? Servicing Services Office. I feel like this would be just a touch away from there. Like maybe this is like over here. So it's just a touch away from like the dense downtown buildings. But you can see out to the rest. Okay, I think this is a good start. Maybe this little bit here all becomes a park. There we go. All right, so this little area here is our downtown. We'll put the large park entrance right here. We'll put a small entrance over here. And I'm not going to charge for this park. I'm going to leave it free. But I want to have these kind of entrances throughout to connect everything up. This would come, I guess, through. Well, I want that to come over. So maybe the entrance for this will be over here somewhere. Those kind of connect. Here. Well, here we'll do one on the small side of there. One over here. I do think we need one on this side. I guess if this came down and curved, we'll put one there. Okay, so now we have all of that together. Let's then come in, turn off the curve. Okay. Oh, yes, this is exactly what I want. Because then these are also, in a way, like kind of functioning as... Why is that elevated? Kind of functioning as like alleyways, almost. And just give people places to go. I think we need one more. Hold on. What we want... Well, I guess we can do it that way. Let's just nudge it around. Perfect. Okay. And then on this side... And I'm purposely keeping these pretty straight. Let's just keep angle on. purposely keeping these pretty straight. I want to try to do very little curves. I'm gonna curve along this highway just because this highway like is asking for that, but I want to try to keep a lot of this like straight shots, things that would make more sense to go. Actually, bring it back out. There we go. More sense to use them as shortcuts. There we go. So that looks good. I do want to continue this path along here. It's a little tight, but that's okay. Actually, this was going to come. Let's do this instead. And then from here, we can go straight on out. We'll bring it too far and then we'll come. Okay, here we go. Yep. And then this is going to connect to there. And I think we're just going to move this until it might not be perfectly straight, but at least there's none of those weird markings on the path. All right, I think we'll even do one more over this way. Oh, I meant to do all this with trees. Whoopsie. That looks good. Okay, now hold on. We need to turn off the collision so we can get rid of those trees. All of this looks good. Everything's connected up through there. Okay. Perfect. So now we have all that connected. Let's figure out what areas I think we want to cover with concrete. So I'm thinking this area here for sure. Just all the way around this building. I guess we can make this a touch bigger, couldn't we? All of this will be covered in concrete. I'm going to put some, like a fountain back there or something. I think all of this will also be covered in concrete. Like those areas just feel like they would be concreted. This here behind this building, I think would have some concrete on it. I'm not too worried about how it's going to look at the entrances. That's okay. I think this line would be concrete. This will leave exposed. I think all around this building, because this is like the oldest looking of all the buildings, which I feel like old city building was all about just like covering up all of the nature and instead filling it with concrete. So I want to keep kind of that feel for this one. I want to keep this, actually, we're still going to put trees in here, but I do think maybe this will have, we'll clean it up in a second, this will have concrete all the way around. Okay, so here's what we're looking at. I went in, I put in a little bit of concrete, and then I also just put in some light detailing. It's mainly some foliage, just to kind of make this feel a little bit more alive down this main avenue. I did want to keep it pretty open and green. I'm trying to do something just a little bit different than like what I would normally build. So we've got a little bit of a downtown here. You can see it from pretty much anywhere in the city. It looks so good to just see like these buildings rising up. I love it. Now let's see. All right, I think what we need to do now is let's cover all of this in a district, because this is going to have the IT specialization. So we'll cover all this, we'll bring it down to this highway, and then I can clean that up on my own time. Okay, great. So let's actually move this. I don't know if this will fit in any of those areas. It might. Okay, it does fit down here. I think that would kind of be nice. I mean, it's the science center. It's connected to the main road. I think that blocks too much of the view there, but we could squeeze it in right here. Right at the base of the city, you come on in and then boom. Yeah, that's pretty. I like the way that looks. And then back here would be a zoo. I think that would look so cool. Now we're gonna put the IT buildings in. It's gonna help expand some of this a bit. Let's go ahead and mark this as IT so I don't forget. And even though we don't have the demand for it, I want these areas for sure to be offices. I think that's good for now. Yeah, I think that's good. We'll leave that. Well, actually, no. We'll do this one too. And I'm aware they're probably not going to fill in right away. Actually, we'll make this. We'll tuck in. Nope. Nope. We're going to make all of this business. That's fine. Well, okay. So let's go ahead and I'm going to hit play. No, we don't have like power or anything just yet connected through, but we're going to cover all of those. We'll cover all of this. We're gonna hold on to this square. I don't know what that's gonna look like yet, but then I think all of this here too will be residential. As well as, I think I want to do, this is gonna be our zoo. So we'll put some business there. Power is what we really need. So let's turn on all of these things. Let's bring the power along the back here. Does this count? Don't stop. Yeah. Oh, perfect. Here, we'll bring this all the way over. So everything is fully powered. And now we're going to start seeing this take off. Let's hit fast forward. I kind of want to see where our money ends up. Is there any major issues? Hello? Can I help you? Why do I feel like this area is constantly flooding? Is it gonna... It looks like it's stopping. Okay, yep. And for the third episode in a row, this is filled with water. So just gonna let that be. How are you doing? This looks nice. Okay. So here, these are... Didn't I make it IT? Yeah. IT cluster. So these are some of the IT buildings that are coming up. They do... Is that as large as they get? There's no way. Isn't there a larger one than that? Because I'm just seeing the size of these and thinking, this is so small. This is what I was looking for. These guys. Yeah. Maybe these must be... Did I... How did I get these buildings? And why are they... This is the size I'm looking for. This is what I want. Yes. Not this scrawny stuff. Got a big hole in the middle. I'm not a huge fan of it from that direction, but this angle here just looks fantastic. Okay, so while we have all that going, let me begin to... Let's add in some green roads. I do want to go back. I realized that when I built all of this, I used just plain roads, which is usually fine, but I definitely want to surround this residential. Now let's go in and finish up, I think, all of these services. Let's turn off anarchy for now. Hospital, great size, looks good. Let's do some death care. I'm going to do some crematoriums, just because that's really what people, they oddly enjoy living near them. I don't understand this game. We'll put one here next to the monorail. I'm excited to see how this monorail goes. I hope it gets used pretty often. I don't want to put it there. We'll tuck it here in the corner. It's going to take up some valuable space, but that's okay. Do you guys have health coverage? It could be better. This is quite a large area. Let's do... We haven't zoned these areas, so we'll put one here, and then we'll wrap just a nice, simple path. Let's turn that one on. Nope, this one. There we go. Just follow the grid. Okay. Then what else do we need? We also need to definitely get some fire. I'm gonna use one of these. That's the 12,000. Yeah, one of these is a nice large guy. Or is this one looks... This one's bigger. Let's do this. We're gonna put this here right next to the crematorium. It kind of blocks that whole line. It does reach down here, and we have one over here, so I think that'll be good for now. Let's also do... I believe this one's quite large. Yeah, that one's pretty big. Here's the... Is this the game default one? Yeah, 60,000. And there's also this one, which is 60,000. I like this one. This one's pretty decent. Let's put this... I'm kind of thinking all this is zoo. So we can put it over this way. and reach everything, or we could put it kind of more here in the downtown. Maybe right across from the Science Center. They can quickly respond if they need to. And then education, we don't yet need it, but we're gonna need it. So let's just go ahead and put in, I think, a small little school over here. We'll get some like fields or something behind it. We'll do a high school over this way. Again, I think we'll put it in here. We can actually fill this in with a parking lot, make that look nice. Do we need... we'll hold on university. I don't think we need much there. Now look, we are in the negative. Hopefully, all of this infrastructure that we're building is gonna come back to bless us with some tax income. All right, I think we're gonna do... So now we're gonna move on here. Let's get some of this public transit underway, some additional public transit. So we'll bring this along. I'm gonna bring this in. We'll stop right here. We'll come on up. I think this is gonna end up being quite a busy line. I'm okay with that. We'll connect that here. Maybe bring it along this way, bring it down a bit. Let's stop before this curve. And then we can stop kind of in the middle here. Should we stop right at this up? Why not? No, I don't want it to have to slow down that much, so we'll stop it there. Then we'll bring it along. We'll do one more. I actually think they're a little bit closer together on that side, but that's all right. So we're gonna do a little bit off on this side. So we're gonna come down, we're gonna match it for the most part. But I wanna make sure that I'm not getting too close to kind of some of the entrances. I think at that point we're fine, this point we're fine, this point we're fine. Here we're gonna actually move it up a bit. We'll move that up a block. We'll move this one even further along, and then we'll actually move this, I think, down. Yeah, let's do it like that. I like that. Okay, so we've got a bus line that's going around. I also want to do, I think, a smaller one. So that way we've got like a little bit of a micro loop. This is the larger loop that kind of connects us to the main line. This side, we're going to hold on any kind of loop over there just yet. So now what we are going to do, this one little square is a little bit close. So let's actually change that out for nothing. Let's leave that blank. Let's put a small park here. They're going to get a lot of benefit from some of the other things they're getting. Let's put one of these guys. Yeah. From the zoo. Oop. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on. Remove this guy. Move this one over one. Make sure that is still green. Don't disappear. We got you. Okay. That's looking good. We're getting some of the taller buildings. Not as many as I was hoping. We have a lot of these smaller ones. I wonder if I did something wrong here, because this is just office building. It says it's IT cluster, but it's not these grand ones, which are the ones I really want. So this is what our downtown is looking like. We just connected up all of the different types of public transit. Now we're just gonna have to wait for these buildings to level up. They've all received what they need in terms of services. We'll see if this interchange holds up and if this current road layout is gonna work, especially with how close these two roads are. But then again, I mean, it's not really that much of a pass-through since this highway has so few exits that I don't think it's gonna slow people down and take the highway. I am loving, I mean, at least right now, how low these buildings are. They look so good compared to this. So guys, thank you so much for watching. What we're gonna do in the next part, I think we are gonna build the zoo. I've been waiting and waiting, and I just think it's gonna look so good in this area. Here, you know what? We're even gonna map it out. Here I am, like, trying to finish this part, and I just have to map out this stinking zoo. I'm like so excited. So let's go ahead. We'll come all the way around here. Leave some comments below with some name suggestions. I am really, for this zoo, I'm really trying to figure out what would be a good name to give this zoo area. Oh my god, I'm making like the biggest mess. Now I have to go back through. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw today, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you want to know every time I post, ring the bell. Leave some comments about what you think of this downtown and what we should name our future zoo. And I will see you guys in the next one. Boop. Got it. There we go. Okay, bye.